CB, can you hear me fine? Let me know. Okay, good, good. Okay. So, what do you do? What do you do when your in-law come to live with you and overstay their welcome? That's our story for today, right? And a lot of people can relate to this. We know that in Africa we do extended family. Is the extended family is very important to us. Uh, Opposite to or contrary to Western countries where the family is mom, dad, and the children, right? We in Africa, the extended family has an important role to play in the family dynamic. So, what do you do when they come in and they refuse to leave? So, that's the story of today. Our dear lady today said that few last year, you can see the story on the screen, you can read it for yourself. She said that last year, her mother-in-law came to live with them in the city because she was sick. So she wanted to undergo some treatment. And after the treatment, she didn't leave. And last year, during the holidays, her father in law also decided to come. And they thought that, well, because it's the end of year holidays, it's okay. Maybe it's just there for that time. And that after the holiday season, that he will return and hopefully take his wife with him. But we are in April, but she sent this story in March. She said that as of March, both have not left. And she said that they have been struggling financially. Mean and her husband business has not been working. And then she said that for the past few months they have been relying on her salary. And they live in a small house. They live in a two-bedroom house that they have built, you know, and the plan was to like save up some money and build a bigger house. And she said that the three kids have been sleeping on the floor, meaning like a mattress on the floor, so that the in-law could have the other bedroom. And she said that it's been months of her kids sleeping on the floor. She spoke to her husband, right? And the husband said that him himself was overwhelmed and that he has discussed this with his parents, but they said that they're not leaving. And they accuse his wife of trying to kick them away so that she could enjoy their son's money alone. And the dad even went to the extent to tell him that if you chase me by force, if I die, don't come to my funeral. Do not come to my funeral. So the woman now is like, she's the one bringing the story to the table. Now she's like, I really don't have anything against my in-law. I love them. I care for them, but we are struggling financially. My husband affairs are not working. My single salary is not enough for all these people. I really want them to leave, but I don't want to break this family. I don't want to, like, she's in a very delicate situation. So she's asking, what do I do? So maybe you have been through something like this. Maybe you have some advices that you can provide. Welcome to the show once more. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and thank you. And let us know in the comment section, especially if you're here for the first time, so that we can properly welcome you. So I don't do this alone, guys. I'm gonna welcome my co-host and co-coaches on the I'm going to remove the story and I will welcome everyone here today. Hi, CB.
Hi, ma'am. Happy
How are you?
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Hello, Luke.
Hi, Luke. Hey, Luke is on time.
Luke is always on
Luke is
time, but
on time.
you usually it's in the background sharing. So, look, you two who are listening today, please like. I'm not seeing a lot of likes going. If you can do us a favor by liking and also by sharing. If you're on Facebook, if you're in different groups, please share because these are very important discussions, and these are real stories. We don't make up stories over here, right? So you will be helping someone. Hey, John. John is here. I've not seen John here before. Welcome, John. Guys, please like. AJ, hello. How are you doing? Yeah. So how was your week, Sibi?
My week was fine and hectic, but I thank
Well,
God.
well, it's good, right? Because the previous week you weren't feeling well and you couldn't like do anything. Now you're back on your feet, so it's good.
Yes,
I'm glad
yes,
to hear that.
exactly. I just resumed work,
Yes.
so
Okay.
trying to
That's good.
adjust.
Oh, we have okay. We have Wanty Bender in the comment. Wanty, where are you commenting from? Wanty saying that why can Africans stay and build their own countries? All right. So that is not today's discussion. Today we are talking about a real issue. This woman, her in-laws moved in and they refused to leave. That's the topic we are talking about today. If you have any input, will be welcome. It will be welcome, and we'll appreciate you sharing. But otherwise, if you don't have anything else to say, Wendy, I thank you for being here. But we are going to be respectful toward each other. Okay. So thank you for being here. Um, who else is here? Oh, Alice is here. I don't know. Miss Elise hasn't made it yet. Hi, Comfort. Good evening, my dear. How you doing? Hey, Alice. Mama Alice.
Yes, Coach Michelle.
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm good. I'm okay. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you, my sister. It's so good to have you here.
Amen.
Yes, happy Sunday. So, look, I haven't heard from you. How are you doing? Look, I don't know if Luke can hear me. I've not been. Luke, can you hear me? Okay, Luke is not able to hear me, so that's fine. I don't know if Miss Elise is gonna be. She hasn't responded yet. She's usually on time. She'll call me and ask me, "What are you doing? Is time yet?" Um, but she hasn't connected yet. So, but that's okay. Hmm. I hope she will join before the end.
Hello, good evening,
Guys,
ma.
what was that? Luke.
I said hello, good evening, ma. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Fine, I was busy before. I was doing something.
That's okay. No worries. Guys, please like the live. Please, please, please like, send us some hearts, send us some hearts. So, did you all hear the story?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Yes, I heard the story. I got it.
What about you, Alice?
Yes, I got it. I heard it.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna and you guys in the comment section, have you heard the story? Because I want everyone to be on the same page. This is a very important story. A lot of people go through this, guys. And you know, and I can relate to this story. Not that I'm facing the same issues, right? I live in Texas. My husband and I are both from Cameroon, and I have my mom, my mother-in-law in the house. But the question that I hear a lot of people ask me is, how do you do it? Especially married couple, how do you do it? Because a lot of people struggle with this, especially when a parent leaves like Africa to come to live with you here and your spouse. And oftentimes they don't come for 2 days, right? They don't come for 1 week. It's a long way away from home. And oftentimes when they get here, it's like a year, it's 2 years, it's 3 years. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I'm suffocating. How do you do this, Michelle? How do you do this, Coach Michelle? And yes, and if you're here and you're struggling with that, call me. I will tell you how I do it because I can pride myself on the fact that in 5 years of living with both in the same house, I never got an argument with my in-law. So I can give you like few little things that I can help you. But today, Our story is about this dear woman. If you can read, that's fine. But if you cannot, I'm gonna brief you once more for those who are just joining in. So she said that she and her husband live in the city. They have built a little house, two-bedroom apartment, and the plan is to expand as they save up some money. And they have three kids. But she also said that lately her husband's business have not been doing well at all. They have been managing off her salary, but last year, her mother in law came in so that she could undergo some treatment, some medical treatment. But after the treatment, she did not return back to the village. And then she also said that during last year, during the holidays, her father-in-law also came in. And she thought that, well, it's the end of the year holiday, so maybe he just came to celebrate with the whole family, and that after the holidays, he will hopefully take his wife back home with him. But she said that as of March, because she sent in that story in March, she said as of March, they have not returned. And she said that we are struggling financially. My salary is not enough. My kids have been sleeping on the floor, like on a mattress on the floor, all this while, because the in law had to occupy the other bedroom. And she also said that she approached her husband. She asked her husband that, baby, what's up with this? Are they going to return? We are struggling. And the husband said that him himself is overwhelmed, that he tried to talk to his dad and mom about that, telling them that, hey, is it time? I mean, would you consider going back? And they said that no, you cannot kick us out. We know it's your wife that is like influencing you to kick us out so that she can enjoy your money by herself. And they also said to him that his dad said to him that if you kick me out by force, do not come to my funeral when I die. And we know what that means. Like I curse you out, like I will disown you or something like that. So you cannot just kick me out. Now she's like, I don't know what to do. To be honest, I do not hate my in-law. I love them, I respect them, but financially, we are suffocating. What do I do? So that's the question she's bringing to you today. So, anyone has a question or a comment? I'm going to start with you, CB. Guys, it's awfully quiet. Are you guys hearing me?
I can hear you, Ma.
Okay.
You said you're going to start with me.
Yes, yes. I was asking, do you have a question?
My question is no, actually. Okay, no. I am so upset right now just listening to the story. I listened to the story, and sometimes I wonder, is it that as a parent you don't want your child's happiness? Because when your children are frustrated, they can't have a happy home. Plus, why can't African parents understand that couples need their personal space? I don't care how close you are with your mom or dad. We need our space as a couple. Sometimes we want to get all romantic, sometimes we want to play, sometimes we just want to have family time, just husband, wife, and children, and they are there. Like I don't get it. Why can't African parents understand that couples need space? Why?
Okay, so I mean, you are just wondering about that. Miss Elise is here. Elise, welcome to the studio, my sister. Happy Sunday. I hope you have had a great and blessed week. Did you
Thank
hear the
you.
story?
I did not hear you. I read it. I just read it. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
No, it's okay. So that's
Miss
the story.
Elise, I fine you $1,000. You're late.
Yeah, as the pastor, we're gonna find. No problem.
All right, guys. So Miss Elise read the story is still on the screen. So my first question to Alice also is here. I'm gonna start with Miss Alice. Is it okay? Is it okay for in-laws to overstay their welcome?
Uh, I don't know what the perspective is right now
Hold on,
because
I think that's
me
the
too. I have
Miss
my
Alice.
parents here, my mom and dad. They've been here for 5 years.
Okay, go ahead.
They've been here for 5 years with me, and I have a husband. So right now, they don't. They are not ready to go back. They are not ready to go back. We too are not gonna say that we are okay, too okay financially, but what we have to do, like Coach Michelle said, like Coach Michelle said, my husband will do everything possible not to argue. He have never, never, never argue. Even if he see that something is wrong, he gonna come in and say and talk to his wife. And then when the wife even wanna intervene, he gonna say it's okay, it's okay. It's still your parents. They are your parents. Even you're gonna talk to them, you have to look for the way. You have to find the way to talk to them. You know, they come from far away, and now they still like they are trying to enjoy their own life, maybe what they did not have. They have it now and they don't feel like going back anymore. So what we're gonna do, no matter what it is, we're gonna just have to cope with them, whatever is going on right now. Because it's not easy. It is not easy. Because your parent is just like a family to you. They are not different from the children that you have in the house. So I can say that maybe for that woman that just like she said, maybe they are struggling financially. And then if the in-law also are saying that yes, and beside that, the children are sleeping on the floor and they give them the bed. Well, this is a tough story to talk about. It's very, very tough because right now I don't know how I'm gonna take a side. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I understand the children are asleep on the floor. Well, what I'm gonna say is that I don't know how many children they have, but for now, until they find the solution of what they're gonna do, because they are resisting not to go. I understand that at some point, even if the father or mother are trying to curse a child that is innocent on his action, I don't think that's gonna work. Because even if the son make them to go and he doing it purposely to hurt their them, that's gonna be when he's gonna have that curse on him. But if he know truly that no, I'm not doing this because I want to hurt my dad or hurt my mom, it's just because that we can't really survive right now, and the children is struggling too. I understand that the children sometimes they're gonna be uncomfortable because they sleep on the floor in their own house. But you have to also understand, make me, even me, I was in trouble when my parent was coming. When my son asked me, Mommy, is this one going to be my bedroom? I said, no, son. You remember I told you grandma and grandpa is coming? That was my first one. Remember I told you grandma and grandpa are coming? You're going to be sleeping in the same bed in the same room with your brother, because this room going to be for your grandpa and grandma. He was like, huh, really? I thought I was going to have my bedroom by myself. I said, remember, we had discussed this over and over again. Okay, where do you think they're going to go? Where do you think they're going to sleep? Tell me where they're going to sleep. And he was just quiet. They couldn't do anything anymore. Okay, they're already on the way coming. Where are they going to sleep? That is your grandparent. This one is your grandparent. Your grandparent is not different from your mother. So we're going to just have to cope and let them come in. We cannot cancel that trip because it's already there. Right now that those parents is already in the house and they don't want to go, my dear, you're gonna just try to do what you can. The day, if it's a one banana each, everybody eat one banana. If there is a water to drink, let's. If it's a cup of water, let's put it's just a cup of water. You share it and just like the day that you feel like something, the kids are so frustrated or something, take them to the park, take them somewhere, let them forget a little bit what's going on in the house.
Hold on, Miss Alice. Before you give her, you dive into giving the some advices to our lady. I want to hear from our other
Okay,
co-host
thank you.
here. Thank you so much. So you mentioned something that kind of, I actually thought that was supposed to be my first question. So I'm gonna ask that to Miss Elise. What place do our parents have in our life as a couple? Let's kind of define that and kind of put that foundation there. Miss Elise, I want to hear from you. Because Miss Alice said something earlier that those parents are just like your kids. So Miss
Thank you
Alice,
so much.
yeah, let me hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You-
I want to start by saying that the Bible says a wise man leave an inheritance to his children's children. And the Bible says a
God
man
bless
will
you.
leave a man will leave his father and mother and connect with his wife and to become one. And the Bible says where two can work together except they agree.
Mm,
Let me start by saying that your wife and your husband and your kids come first. As parents, if you're listening to me, it's your duty to prepare for your retirement, not to be a problem, a burden to your children. Today in this society, we see men, they have money, oh, they can invest, but they prefer to have side chick, second wife, baby mama outside their wife. They prefer to give the money to people outside so that we're hailing them. Big donor, biggest giver of the year, uncle money, the money maker, Odogu, when he's not thinking that one day he will retire, one day he will need where to stay as an old man. We are young today, we will not be young forever. If parents fail to prepare for their retirement, excuse me, it's not the children's duty to take care of them. It's not. Because if those children don't have themselves to eat, because even the Bible say God love a cheerful giver. If you yourself, your life is not cheerful, you're hungry, how are you going to give? Now, when you're married, you have to have these conversations of in-laws before you get married. I had that with my husband. We don't want in-laws in our home for so long, except in emergency. What is emergency? Your parent is sick, they come for help, they come for treatment, they come in for visit for a determined time. Because I want to walk naked in my husband's house. I want to make love in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in everywhere in my house. I want to be able to control my house. I want to have an intimacy with my children and my husband. We will not live forever with our parents, and parents should understand that. That's why you should enjoy your husband as much as you can, because these children, they will leave you one day and go and enjoy their life. So parents come after everything. They don't come before your children. Your parents are not your children. I'm sorry. Your parents don't have the same place as your children. If they tell me to choose between my mom and my kid, I'll choose my kids. Oh, straightforward. I'll choose my kids because they come from me. I will not choose my parents. I will choose my kids. If they tell me to choose between my parents and my husband, I will choose my husband because me and him become one. So nobody come before my children and before my husband. If we are comfortable, if we are fine, then we make room for someone else. I will not remove my children from their comfort zone. They are in their mother and father's house. I will never take them out of their room because I'm welcoming any family member. No. To show you that I don't have space for you, you will sleep in the living room on the mat, on the mattress. And when you are tired, if you are so stubborn, I will sit you down and tell you that number one, African people, I think you people are possessed. I think there's a disease. There's some wire that loose in our brain. How How can you have two bedroom and you're welcoming your father and your mother in the house? How? In this modern society, where there's Airbnb, where there's rental, where there's everything. If your mother is coming and you don't have space, you people are not even nice. So you should have a guest room in your house. Means your children have their room because they have to be comfortable in their father's kingdom. Yes. You should not put your children in a discomfort because you're welcoming somebody else who refused to make themselves comfortable where they had to. I'm sorry, it's not your problem. You help them as much as you can, but you will not deprive your children from their privileges because you want to make someone else happy. No. So if you have a guest room, your children, you have boys and girls, they have their room, they're comfortable, you have a guest room, then that's fine. Then when the guests come, how long is the guest staying? Because you don't want people into your family business. You want to be able to be in the comfort zone where you sit on the table with your father, with your children, father, mother, and children. Now, if your mother wants to come, you don't have a room. Tell her, Mama, I will rent you a Airbnb or something for 2 weeks. So you have a comfortable bed, you have a clean room, you have your own comfort, and then you stay there for 2 weeks. You spend the whole day with us at night. There's nothing like we are discussing in our dreams. At night, we'll go and see you off. You go and sleep in your comfort place so that also we'll have privacy. You have privacy. If you do that, I can never take my mother and put her in my children's bed. Imagine your children are urinating. The mattress is smelling. You take your mother, a king, a queen of queen. You put her there. No. If you don't have a guest room, put them, rent somewhere and put them in hotel. You cannot even take your own personal bed to put your father and mother. It's taboo. When you make love with your husband, nobody else should sleep there. Even your mother, even your father. It's a secret place. It's a secret environment. Your room is your domain. It's your private area. Nobody should even get into your room except in case of emergency because it's a private area. Many family members have visited people, enter in their room, divorce happened. Many family members slept on children's bed. The children were their destiny were taken. Many family members divorced after family came and stayed for so long. I will say this, Coach Michelle, discuss with your partner before marriage. And in case parents come, like many people have parents in Africa, they come abroad, no problem. If your father and mother are still strong, they will walk. When you go to Walmart, you see greeters, they greet, they pay them. They have work for everybody here. After all, retirement age now is 75 years old. So they want you to work until you die. So if your parents are not 75 years old, they have to work. You do paper for them, you rent one bedroom for them somewhere, one apartment bedroom. Mother and father, they will learn how to drive. When you go to the store, you see old people driving. There's nothing I'm too old to drive. It's a lie. If you're not old to travel, you're not old to drive. Driving in America is very easy. It's automatic driving. So have your parents rent an apartment. You guys know that they are not too. It's very very difficult to find mother-in-laws that are very nice. Most of the time, mother-in-laws have issues with daughter-in-laws. So you don't want problems in your home. If you notice that your wife is not comfortable with your mother, let your mother leave. She has lived her life. This is your wife's house. This is your home. If your mother cannot make peace with your wife, you have to sit down your mother and say, Mama, I'm married not to divorce. So you see, this my wife. I love her so much. Since both of you don't want God to reign among you, Mama, go back to your husband's house or go back to your house. Let my wife be at peace in her house. It's very easy. So for me, Coach Michelle, your husband first, your wife first, your children first, every other person will be aligned and heaven will not fall down and they will not stop loving you. And if they want to stop loving you because you have two bedroom, you cannot receive them for a long time, they will sleep on a mattress in the living room. They don't want that, Coach Michelle. No problem.
Father said not to come to my burial.
It's okay. Let him not wait a minute. He's dead now. The Bible says in Hebrew 9:27, once you are dead, there's judgment. If she goes, she not go, they not go bury him. I know here very well.
Thank you so much, Miss
Um,
A. So, Miss Elise is saying that your parents, like, we wanted to kind of establish this foundation, the place of your parents in your marriage, right? Miss Elise said they come second after your spouse and your children. But my question gonna go to Luke. Luke, if you're ready, how do you set these boundaries, with family, with in-laws, without seeming disrespectful? What's the best approach to doing it? Because Miss Elise mentioned something earlier that the best thing to do is to discuss these things with your spouse before you even get married. And this reminded me of something that I've shared here before. I was talking with one of my colleagues. She's from the United States, white girl, and she was telling me that the parents are in the United States as well. And she said that before getting married with her husband, they have come to the agreement that no in-law ever sleep in their place. That means when your dad is in town, they live in a hotel. During the day, they come, they spend time with their kids, with their grandkids and kids, and then go back to the hotel. They agree that no one will sleep in their house. So this is very nice when you have this discussion before you get into that marriage together. It's nice. But most people don't, because we assume that common sense is common, right? We assume that our in-law will know that they are not to come and just settle in forever in our house. And then we fail to having this discussion. And 2 years later, we have our in-laws living full time with us. And that is something that we had not prepared for. So, look, my question to you is, what is the best way to set boundaries when it comes to in-law in your house?
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Today is a day of grace. I just see everybody is in one mind here today. Miss Elise, congratulations today. You have done a very good job. I was surprised when you were talking. It's as if the Holy Spirit just spoke my mind to you and you just sprung your heart to Coach Michelle. That was a very good one. You see, on my part, you have to set the boundaries before you enter the marriage. That's all. That's the fact. That's the truth. I'm not married
And what
though,
if
but
you've done and you're already there?
you
How
get,
do you set that without seeming disrespectful?
before you get married, you have to set it. You can't do anything. That lady in that marriage now can't do anything. What she's going to do, she's going to talk to her husband to going to put fire in her husband's buttocks. Her husband bomb to chase her parents from the house because she can't pursue her in-laws. You're going to put fire in her husband's bomb to do everything. That's it. Leave it to her husband to chase her parents from the house because I can't leave my kids on the floor like that. Maybe they have been doing this thing time in time out for before, and this time the parents have been seeing what they were enjoying, and so that they said, "Oh, no, this time is forever. I want to do it forever. I want to stay with them finally." And the lady said, "Oh, they have been long years, so I can't pursue them again." Oh, it's what they have been allowing before. That's the issue. If you don't allow
Mm-hmm.
it, it will not happen. And if the grandparents have seen the kids sleeping on the floor, no, no, they are. I believe everybody has conscience. I believe everybody has conscience. And one thing I want to ask again, are the parents old? Are they very old? And has the boy not been sending money to them in the village before? Are they
What do you
very
want to
old like that,
say?
that they can't go back?
They are not.
Or has the boy not been sending money to them before?
They are not. They are
You said,
not. And no, they're not. And from what I'm hearing, is more from a
okay, okay. If
yeah. What I was gonna say, Luke, is that her biggest concern is that the husband is not making money because his business is not working. Those She said she love her in-law. Like she wouldn't mind. She wouldn't mind having them there if she had like a bigger house. And also if they had a little bit more money. Because she said they've been living off her salary. And it has become a burden because she doesn't make much. That's kind of her main issue right there. So what were you gonna add something?
see, they are yes, yes. The parents are not old. They are young. They can walk. Now they are well now. The mother came for treatment. She's okay. The father came for holiday. Holiday has passed. Now they can go back to their house. They should go back to their house. Now the lady, the wife, the lady has the job to talk to her husband, to talk to his parents.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, like you see this story, when you see this story,
Miss Alice,
these
I'm gonna
people are just there for trouble. They are coming there for, they are not there for peace, but there for trouble. That's what I wanted to say.
okay. Thank you so much, Miss Alice. But I'm gonna go back to thank you, Luke. I'm gonna go to you, CB. So, CB, here is a woman. She is a breadwinner as well. She likes peace. What would you do in her shoe? How would you set boundaries without seeming disrespectful?
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Michelle. The first thing I'm going to say is why we are dating. First of all, I'm going to make it crystal clear to the man I'm about to get married to that I'm an introvert and I love my personal space. Um this is not something that is hidden in my family right here in my family house. It's something that my parents are very much aware of, that I love my personal space. It's something that my siblings sometimes when they see that once they get that feeling that okay, she wants to be alone, everybody stays away. I like my personal space. I love my personal space. I don't want you, for example, you can't oh my god, you cannot visit me without calling me. You cannot visit me without giving me 2 days notice at least. Don't just come to my house and say surprise, or else you're bringing me money, food, or very expensive gifts. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to be so disappointed. If you're coming to my house without informing me, then it has to be an emergency. Maybe you don't have a place to stay. It just happened. Maybe circumstances beyond your control, and that place was the last place for you to come. Then that's fine. And then I heard you guys saying the woman should talk to the man. For the love of God, is a man no longer the head? Is the head not supposed to use his head to think? Does he not have sense? He's not supposed to wait for the woman to tell her, you know what, uh, um, um, talk to your parents now, and the kids are sleeping. No, you are supposed to make that move. I'm not supposed to come and tell you, because if I come to you and start trying to make you understand why your parents have to leave and why my children have to be comfortable in their own father's house, then I'm not going to say it in a very nice way. Because let's face the fact and let's not sugarcoat it. His parents are wicked. Yes, they are wicked. No, sorry. Wicked is even nice. They are evil. Because these are your grandkids. If anything happens to those children tomorrow, she's the breadwinner. She's definitely overwhelmed. She's the breadwinner. If those kids are sick, she'll still be the one to run around and make sure that they are fine. And children, at that age, they are not, their immune system is not as strong as adults. Anything can happen at any time. What if in the course of trying to take care of the kids she loses her job? What happens? Because I don't get why. I keep saying this. If you're a parent and okay, fine, you struggle to take care of your children, they become somebody in life, and then you start feeling entitled to what they've made in life, you're wicked and you're not a good parent. That was why in our last show I said something. I said it is a very dumb move to build a house for your parents while you are in a rented apartment. It's a very dumb move. I don't care how much they suffered for you. They are meant to suffer for you. I am meant to suffer for my child so they don't suffer. And this thing that African parents always do, seeing their children as a retirement plan, is very wrong. You're supposed to leave something behind for them so that their lives can be better than yours. The only reason why their life will not be better than yours is if they mismanage whatever it is you left for them as your legacy. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't get why. For example, now if I have 10 million naira in my account, I'm going to give my mom right now just 1 million. 9 million is for me. I'm the first, and even she would understand that, yes, because my parents did not put that idea, or they didn't try to make me feel like, okay, you must make my life better now first before. It takes you like 10. How can you go 5 steps forward and then go 10 steps backward? because you're trying to give them a better life. No, it's their responsibility to give you a better life. And you, in turn, can just appreciate them by taking care of them. But I, what? The kids are sleeping on the floor. Are we really hearing this? No, no. Mm-mm. If I were her, if I were her, if I speak to my husband and he's not responding, I will go straight to my in-laws and tell them why they should leave. Yes, you
So
have to leave.
I want to
Because
add something here.
if it was a one-room apartment, am I going to leave my matrimonial bed for your mom and your dad? I will not do that, because let's be honest. I'm not going to leave my bed for you. So why should my kids sleep on the floor? As in, I'm so pissed. Just reading it, and then you're telling me, and I should try and convince. No, my husband is supposed to have sense that I don't need to come to you.
Honestly,
You are supposed to know these are our kids.
I want to put bring a little bit of clarity in here. He spoke to his parents. He is overwhelmed. He spoke to his parents. This is the mom response. The mom said, "Huh, some some in-law, especially women." She said, "So now your wife wants to kick us out so that she can enjoy your money by herself." And the father said, "If you chase me by force, if you kick me out by force, do not come to my funeral." Now the son is like, "I don't know what to do." Now,
That one is just a
I,
thread.
I have I have a
That is a
solution.
thread. Coach Michelle, that is a
Can,
What
thread.
what
You
what
know,
does it mean by he doesn't know what to do? Is it
no,
until
no.
he loses
Can
one
I?
child
whatever the
that's when he
parents
will
are
know what
saying
to
is
do?
just a
who
That
thread.
wants,
guy is
It's just
dumb,
a
in my opinion, please.
intimidation to them.
who wants to go first?
I want to try and bring a solution.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
know, when life gives you them on it. Okay. When I want to show you that she's a witchcraft, you show her that you are junior witchcraft. That's how you do it. Fire for fire. They give you bows, you give them bat bows. So this is how we're gonna play it. Okay. So the woman will buy a bed, another bed. She'll buy a bunk bed, a queen size bunk bed. The father-in-law and the mother-in-law will sleep down. The children will sleep up for a while. That's the first approach. She will not even talk. She will sell the bed they have online. They'll come and carry it when the husband is not around, and they'll bring the queen size bunk bed. So the children can sleep on the queen size up, the parents down. That's the first approach. The second approach, every night she will come around 1 a.m. to check on her children, and 3 a.m. She will open the door without knocking, and she will stand there and start praying. She will pray for 30 minutes at 1 a.m.
They are
She
struggling
will come back at
financially. They don't
3
even
a.m.
have food to eat.
No,
So
wait,
they're not
my
going to have
sister,
money to
wait.
buy a
She
bed.
will borrow money to buy my sister, when you have problem, you find solution. I'm giving solution. Wait, let me give my solution. Wait. She will come at 1 a.m. and pray for 30 minutes, go to bed, come back at
I'm
3
not
a.m.
against you,
and pray for
sister.
one.
I am not against you, sister.
Sister, I beg, mute yourself now, finish. And they give solution. So when she prayed from 3 to 4 in the morning, now she'll come back again. She will tell the mother-in-law that, Mama, I know, I know that you know how to cook, but from today, don't enter my kitchen again. I'll be cooking for my husband and my children. Since you are my mother-in-law, whatever I cook, you eat, okay? We don't have money again for you to be entering the kitchen. You eat whatever I cook. So she will start serving the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law don't have access to the kitchen anymore. She can eat, but she cannot cook. That's number two. Number three, she will stop talking to her husband. Good morning. Hi. How are you doing? Fine. And yeah, this one of those are short answers. In bed, she'll put like a pillow, boundary. She's not sleeping with him anymore. She'll buy a very good nightwear with a long trouser and wear her camiga, wear jacket, cover herself with a very big blanket. And at night, she'll put the AC. All people don't like cold. She'll put the AC at 50 and tell them that she have a new temperature of her body and she's not into heat. She will tell her children to wear jackets. So when she manipulate like that, they will not last for 2 weeks. Her husband will look for her. He'll be like, baby, can we talk? She said, I don't have time. She will turn him for another 1 week. He will be the one to find a family meeting with his own parents because the parent will start complaining. The siblings will make a family meeting and they will find a solution. And she will not talk. Simple. You know when somebody try you, you try them back. It's as simple as ABC. So that's the solution.
Thank you, Miss Elise. We have a new person in their house. Sir Him said that you Africans are different. Not going to a funeral is not a threat, it's a
Hmm?
relief.
You say what?
Someone just said in a comment that we Africans are different because not going to a funeral is not a threat, it's a relief. Like with the father saying that do not come to my funeral. Like it's actually a relief, it's not a threat. But of course, in a different culture, it means different things. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. Guys, please continue to like. So Miss Elise gave her three solutions. She said, first of all, buy a bunk bed, put your kids on the top, go in there, don't knock, right? Just budge in there at night, stay there for like 30 minutes, pray for your kids, just
It's not even
inconvenience them,
funny. Hmm.
just inconvenience them. And
Because
also,
Michelle, when you're praying, instead of prayer you'll be doing, every witchcraft in this room, I bind and cast you in the name of Jesus. Every ancestral spirit of poverty in my husband's lineage, I destroy you, I bind you in the name of Jesus. Every spirit of confusion between me and my husband and my children, get out in Jesus' name. Get out from this house in this house every
Amen.
day. Let me see how they will not live.
that is so funny. And the second thing is forbid the mother-in-law from going into your kitchen, right? And then put AC. Just like make the living environment so difficult for them. And don't talk to your husband. You also said that. Like really make it a point to your husband that you are not happy, right? Thank you so much for those solutions, Miss Elise. So, anyone else? I'm gonna go with you, Miss Alice. Alice, remember you said earlier, you even gave your example that you live with both your parents, and it's not always easy, even financially. But you have made it a point. You explain to your kids that hey, you guys gonna have to share one bedroom because I told you the parents are coming. Where would you want them to sleep? They're gonna have to take that other bathroom. So, Miss Elise, I mean, Miss Alice, and you also mentioned something earlier that your parents are just like your kids, like you are responsible to them. In this particular situation, Miss Alice, I know you and your husband, you work, that's two income. In this particular situation, let's assume that you your parents are like your husband parents come to live with you and you are the only breadwinner. But yet, they think that the reason why you want them to go is because you want to enjoy their son's money. Because they don't know. The husband goes to work, but he has not been making money because business is not doing well. They don't know that you, the woman, is the one providing for that entire family. But yet, they accuse you of wanting to eat their son's money. How would you react? What would be your reaction? Would you feel like, well, I have three kids, now the two parents, that five kids, I just have to suck it in and just do the best I can? Is that what you would do? If not, what would you do?
Anyway, in this particular situation, is far a little bit different from mine. I'm not gonna put those people as my in-law. I'm gonna just use the example of my parents.
Okay.
If my parents are here and I decided to leave them stay, is because I know that I know that financially or whatever, and even the space, we are comfortable. And for the child haven't even occupied that bed. I just bought the house. Then I didn't make them occupy the bed. I tell them that was going to be a guest room. And you and your brother gonna be sharing the room. So that room they never sleep there. Nobody never sleep there until my parents arrive.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm saying that this one is not this story and mine is not the same story.
Let me,
I'm not gonna put it
Sister
as an in-law.
Alicia, please let me divert it to make you understand where we are
Can
going
I
to.
speak, sir? Can I speak, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead. Mhm.
So what I'm saying is if he was in this situation where this woman is. Even if it's if my parent alone, not even say that it's my husband parent. In this situation, Coach Michelle, I'm not going to lie to you. Even now, it's because the place is comfortable for us.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way I'm going to put my children on the floor and struggling for, even if I am the one working and my parents are here and my husband is not working and I'm not going to fake to my parent that my husband is working. I'm going to let them know that you can see right now, you are my parent, but I'm going to tell you right now that my husband, don't see him go outside. He's going, but he's coming back without money. At this point, you know, this is a time for you to take. I am so sorry. Yes, you can curse me. It's okay. If you say you're going to curse me, that's fine. Daddy said, don't come to my burial. It's okay. You know what? As long as I know that I'm not doing it because of, yeah, maybe in the meaning of hating my parents. I'm just doing it because we are not really feeling comfortable. There's no way I can support them. I can't do anything to support them because for them not to be with me, especially in this America, maybe if it's they're in the village, they will be able to even go maybe look for something at the backyard, maybe plant something. I will just send the money for maybe for mbunga, like for crayfish for them to cook with it. But here we have to buy like everything in the market.
Mm-hmm.
Everything had to. I'm not gonna even say that in my in-law. I'm gonna put my parent.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's not gonna work. It is not going to work. I don't care. You can curse me. It's okay. But for now, you're gonna just leave. Just for now, you and your wife gonna go. If I'm not gonna get you guys out, I don't care. I'm gonna even call the police and tell them, you know what? I can't do it anymore. Help me out because I need peace right now. It's not that I hate them. Yes, that's what I can say right now.
Okay. All right. So you said that you will only accommodate such situation if you can afford it. Like in
Yes, I can
case,
afford it.
your own case, right?
Mm-hmm.
The house is big enough and there's enough income coming to sustain the whole family, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Because
understandable.
if the parent refuse to understand what I'm telling them, that means they are wicked. They are not here because they love me or they love their grandkids or they love my husband or whoever it is. They are just here for trouble. Because a parent that loves their children, you understand, they're not going to be watching you suffering and add more suffering to your suffering. They're going
Mm.
to give you space. If they are not doing that, that means they are not there for your good.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Alice. And I'm so like that you use like your own example because you can relate to this situation, even though your case is different, right? And like I said also in
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, we have our in-laws in the house because my husband's mom is my in-law and my mom is his in-law, right? Like we can relate to this situation, but this is a little bit different because financially they are struggling. But Miss Elise was going to say something. Miss Elise, we're going to wrap up in a moment, guys. We're not going to be long today. But I want us to kind of, Miss Elise, you provided some solution earlier. So before I go back to you, I'm going to ask Luke. Luke, do you have a way, like what practical solution would you give to this woman?
You know, can you hear me?
Yes.
I watched a movie one time, like this scenario, but not this storyline. Uh, this man was doing well before, and life turned around for him, and his wife was not the breadwinner. They were living well. When the guy was living well, he sent money to his parents, and his parents were living well too. So when life turned around for him, he was now down, broke. His wife was not taking care of him, not the breadwinner. But the parents came to stay with them for some time with their kids. So when they saw the way they were living large in the family, the parents refused to go back. They were still their welcome. The wife was telling the man to tell his parents to leave, but the man said that he should calm down, calm down. So later, after many troubles, quarrels between the woman and the husband, the wife fight for divorce. So the parents were not putting prayer that the boy should divorce the wife, and the boy should divorce the wife. So the boy was trying to tell the parents that No, it's not about divorce. You will not understand. Was begging the parents, but the parents will see that the boy should divorce the wife. So after too much arguments, but the lady, the wife knew that the boy was for her. The wife knew the boy was speaking for her all through and all through. The wife knew that the boy, her husband, was trying to tell the parents to leave. But one day, the boy said, "No, let me let the cat out of the bag." He told his parents that I'm not the one that wants the thing. I was down ever since. My wife is not the breadwinner. Everything you see here, she won't take care of me. The parents were shocked. At that moment, he just started crying. They were begging the girl. The girl said he wants to divorce. They were begging her. So the man called the wife to the room and started begging her, knelt down for her, was begging her. So when they came to the room, the parents said, okay, they are going to leave. The next day they left. The next day they left the house for them. When they knew that the girl was the breadwinner, they left the house. So I feel in this case of that girl, of this story, the young man has a role to play. That's it. The young man has a very big role to play. He had that chased his parents out of the house, tell them to leave quietly. I don't believe those barrier stuff. I don't believe that. Tell the parents to leave. That's my advice. He has a bigger role to play.
You're muted, Ma. You're muted. Can you hear me? You're muted.
Yeah,
Unmute
sorry.
yourself.
Sorry about that. So AJ said in the comment that he is upset with the man, and I wish you were here so I could ask you why, AJ. And then later on, you said that he is very weak. So I don't know if you all also agree that the man is weak, but thank you so much for sharing that story, look. And also, you are implying that this guy should probably let them know the truth, right? Like, I know sometimes it's difficult, especially for men, to admit that they have not been doing well financially. A lot of men struggle with that. Like, even in my own case, in my house, it's easy for me to tell my mom that, mom, like, if she wants something, to tell her, mom, I don't have it. Like I don't. But it's a little bit more difficult for my husband to say it. Like, I don't know what's up with that with men, like to admit that I don't have it. I'm financially, I'm not where, or I'm kind of struggling a little bit. So maybe this is the case with this man. It feel kind of like uncomfortable, right? It's kind of inadequate for him to maybe go to his parents and tell them that, you guess what? My wife has been the one paying all the bills in this house for like the past 6 months because my business have not been making no money. Maybe, but look, I'm pretty sure you're implying that he should tell them that, right? Is that what you're saying, Luke? He should tell his parents the truth,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, tell the parents the truth.
right?
That's it. Tell the parents the truth.
Tell the parents the truth.
Tell the parents the
Because
truth that this woman owns the house. This woman is the one paying the bills for your treatment, everything. If this woman leaves, we are broke. Let them know the truth.
okay,
It's better to let them know the truth.
yeah, right. So me too, I feel like that will help, especially the mom. The mom is like, oh, she wants to eat your money by herself, but she doesn't
And
actually realize.
he does not have money.
Yeah, and she doesn't realize that they're actually eating her money. So that would be a, like, if you're listening to me and you're going through that, it's I know it's uncomfortable. A lot of men don't like to show that they are down, but you have to save your marriage, right? Your parents have done a great job staying together, raising you up, raising an amazing son who today is an amazing husband and father. They have done the deal. So you shouldn't be uncomfortable. You shouldn't like put your family on the line like that, because the family that you create is more important than the family that you come from. So you should put your pride down and just forget about being proud, or forget about saving your face, and just tell your parents that, hey, I am broke. I'm going through a phase. Please, I cannot feed you guys. My wife, usually I was the one bringing the most money. But now the little money that she brings has to sustain all of us, and we are suffocating. Sorry. And I don't think it should maybe like call the police on them though.
Coach Michelle, can I say something?
I don't think you should call the
Can I
police.
say something, Coach Michelle? Last one.
Yes, why?
Even if the man is the one bringing the money home, if the man is the one bringing that money home and that money is not enough for his wife, his kids, and the space, he still had to let his parents know that I'm not going to be able to financial both of you here. You guys need to leave. It's not
Amen.
because the
Yes.
woman is the one bringing the money that he's going to tell the parent to leave. Even if he's the one bringing the money and the financing is not enough to cope all of them. You understand? The parent have to know because they don't do it, that means they are wicked.
God bless you, ma. I wanted to say that, but you just spoke my mind. Exactly. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care who's bringing the money. If the house is not comfortable for the immediate family, for the nuclear family, let the extended family go, please. Go.
Yeah,
Jesus,
Coach, Mi-
go.
Coach Michelle,
yeah,
can I add
yeah.
something?
Yes, Miss Elise, go ahead.
This is just an example for single girls to take it as a sign not to marry a weak man. This man is weak.
Hmm.
Don't marry a man that cannot confront his parents. Do not marry him. A man that is mama's puppet, papa's
Preach.
puppet, do not marry him. You will
Agree.
suffer it
Preach.
for the rest of your life. You will become the evil, wicked wife.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
a man supposed to stand for his wife, for his children, and
Mm-hmm.
defend them even in front of his parents. No, it's my mother, I cannot talk to her. His mama will leave it. Oh, that puppet, you will suffer for the rest of your life if you decide to suffer, or if you decide to stay. So do not marry a man that is not maturely independent in his mind, who cannot say, Mommy, this
In
is
his
wrong,
own
stop it.
thinking, yes.
Miss
A man
Elise,
that cannot tell a man that cannot tell his parents stop, don't marry him. A man that cannot tell his family that, hey, no, this is my wife. Oh, your madness, stop with her. Don't try it with my wife. Do not try it. You carry me on the head. Don't marry him because you will suffer. That I wanted to add. Marry
You
real
suffer
men,
oh, big
not
time.
I don't
Yes,
know who.
so.
Don't
Yes,
marry that
so.
kind of
Yes,
man.
Yes.
so.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
thank you, Miss Elise. But my question, because I like to be practical, how do you know that this man cannot stand his
You can
cannot,
know it from
cannot
the beginning.
how do
Let
you know?
me
You
let
know,
Please, guys, allow
if
me,
it has a
allow me to
spine.
say this. Allow me to say this because you are saying this. Someone else will give you the advice, and I will approve with that advice that you know a good man. Because when you're still like courting a man and you're still in that dating phase, sometimes you don't get to see the depth of that person until you get like in the same under the same roof with them. So how do
Mm-hmm.
you like one of the signs that shows you that you're actually dealing with a good man is one who respects his mom, who has respect for his sisters, who cares for
Mm-hmm.
his mom, who cares for his sisters. That's a good indication. That tells you that this is a good man. So now this man is asking you out, and you see that it's very caring. What? Not, but you don't know because there has not been a conflict. You don't know if
okay,
they stand up to his parents. How do you make that difference between being a good
coach,
son, being a good brother, and being one who can stand up to them? How do you know that
coach,
unless you
coach,
get to that
coach
Coach
point?
Michelle.
Michelle.
Yes.
Mm.
Coach Michelle, can we
What?
have a part two of this show? Because I think there are a lot of things we should talk about. Yes, let's not just let this one go like that.
Let
We have
me
it.
let me answer. Let me answer. It's very easy. You know when people date, they always lie. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it's a lie. They see everything.
Mm,
When you're dating a man and he is serious about marrying you, he will involve you in his life. He will start telling you, I went to see my mom, this happened, and you say, what happened? From his judgment, you will know if he's a man or he's not a man. From his judgment. He will have issues with his sisters and everything. He'll be like, this is what I decide. Whether mommy like it or not, as long as it's wrong, I stand for it and I will tell her the truth. You know it's a man. But if in your conversation, you will not say you do not have any situation dating a man to know that he's a man, you will not say that. He wanted to do something, the mother said, don't do it. You come to your baby, I want to do this. My mama is saying this. I don't know why she's saying this. But as for me, oh, I'm a man, I will do this, whether she like it or not, she will be all right. He's a man.
Mm-hmm.
But a man that will tell you that, I wanted to do this, so but since mama is talking, mothers now, if I don't do it, she'll be, and my sister, run, run, run. What do you run? Don't stop. A
But
man that wants to do something, he sees.
what about you already in the marriage? What do you do?
My sister, you fight for your rights. I already told you how you fight. You will fight. See, let me tell you something. Marriage, men use women as puppet who allow them to use them as puppet. There are some men that will say, my wife will not tolerate this. His wife is not around though. But he will tell you people that this one you're talking, my wife will not accept it. You people should just change this plan because he
Mm-hmm.
know the kind of wife he married.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and marry a man, see,
Exactly.
the problem with this generation
Very
is
well.
that they teach women that marriage is just like making babies, cooking, and everything. That's not marriage. Oh. Marriage is first knowing your rights, knowing your purpose in the man's life. You know that
Mm-hmm.
men that are not directed, once you marry them, a good wife will build your home. A good wife will see danger 10 years from now that you will not see. But if you fall, she'll say, baby, I don't this your friend, eh? If something is wrong with him, I don't know how, but be careful with this your friend. You will see that on the long run, your wife was right. Women, we have this power God gave us. See,
Mm-hmm.
if a man walks hand in hand with a loving and caring and God fearing wife, he'll go far in life. But if you yourself you be mumu, you don't know what you do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You will chop shit. A man will make you eat it and ask you, why did you eat it? Did I force you?
Mm-hmm.
Was you forced to eat it? Didn't you
Mm-hmm.
accept it? If it was bad, why did you ask? You will be. Are you talking to me? Like my sister, you will see blank
Mm-hmm.
whites.
You actually answer my question, right? Because it can
In
be a little
fact,
bit confusing. Saying
in
someone that
fact,
if you if it's a baby, if it's a mama's boy run away, it's good to kind of make that, to kind of like differentiate things. Like there's some little cues that you can kind of like base your decision on. So thank you for making that a little bit clearer. But Luke was gonna say something.
no, I just want to give Miss Elise some some uh, some coffee, some coffee. Miss Elise is
Okay.
doing something wonderful today.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm just happy here, Miss Elise. Miss Elise just making me smile here.
So
Amen.
today you guys agree with Miss Elise, but you also should know.
Everybody agree today.
So you also
Everybody agree today.
today everybody agrees. Also, we have to keep in mind that this is the place where we come to agree to disagree. Like
That
for instance, right now, you guys gonna bear with me. You're gonna agree to disagree with me. Me, I will tell this woman that first of all, tell your husband to come down and explain everything to his parents, like telling them. Miss Alice said earlier that even if my husband is the one making the money, this is not just making the money; it's making not enough money. So I would tell this man to go ahead and have another conversation with his parents. Maybe when the wife is not there, because they might feel disrespected if you come talk to them when the wife is there. They will be like, you're disrespecting us in front of your wife. Go talk to them and tell them that my wife money is what has been sustaining us, and that money is not enough. Usually I'm the one who make the most amount of money, but I have not been able to do business. So please, my work money is not enough. We are struggling to meet, right? So please, you guys need to leave. Explain that to them. And also, I will also say, don't call the police. Do not just talk to them how they're going to understand. Give them a timeline. And also explain to them that I'm pretty sure you have always supported them even when they were back in the village. As they go back, tell them that you're going to continue to do your best. But right now, you want to kind of get your feet back, you want to get back on your feet. So if they can just please excuse you, have another conversation with your parents. They will understand. They didn't know you were not making no money, but now when they know that, they will be more willing to leave. But I will say that do not disrespect them. We
Yeah,
know
what I
all.
was saying is that some
Mhm.
parents, even when you explain to them, because they are just there for weakness, that in that case, it's in that case that you have to call the law in force. Because some of
No,
them, you even
no,
explain,
don't
they're
call
going
the
to tell you they
police on
don't
your
care.
parents. Guys, don't call the police on your parents. You guys listening to me. Do not go call the police on your parents. We
No,
as
don't
your
call police on your parents. No, don't do that. Yeah, no.
So what are you going to do if
He's a
they
pastor.
finally, even after
He's
you
a pastor. He's
explain
a pastor.
everything, you
no, they
already
will
explain, you
understand.
already use all
No,
your
they will.
energy. Now they
Then
still don't want to
use
go. What
use
are you going to
use what
do?
I my sister do what I say you should do. It will work in 2 weeks. 2 weeks you work.
Hmm.
Yeah. If they don't listen, I'm pretty sure in the family, there's always another person who's kind of like a very influential person in that family. Like maybe your dad's older brother, maybe that uncle in the village. Call someone else and tell them, hey, come talk to your people. Tell them to leave. Call it.
What if?
Call for a family meeting. Call for a family meeting. Let them come and
Oh
sit
God.
together, and then you tell them that, hey, we used to live up. We used to, like, we only have like $100 for meal. And it's barely enough for 5 people already. My spouse and my 3 kids. Now we got to feed 7 people, and do the math, break it down to them and say, hey, we are dying over here. But maybe in the village, if I would send
I
you
no
like,
get that strength too.
hold
I
on.
no get that power.
I think you disagree with me now.
Ah, Miss Elise,
Agree to disagree with me. So,
that
so
that
tell
power is
them
too
that,
much.
the
I agree with you
$10, like
actually. Yeah.
I will send you $10 like
I see
back
your
in the
point,
village.
Coach Michelle.
Maybe that money would take you a long way. That money would take you a long way there because life is a little bit cheaper. We know that in bigger cities, life is more expensive. Explain to them, call for backup, but do not disrespect your father and your mother, because the Bible said that honor your parents so that your life will be long on earth. And the Bible
The
also,
Bible also said, do not provoke your kids to anger.
Yeah,
Parents too should mind what
because
they do
yes,
or say.
these parents can
Because
admit,
what I do at that point, you cannot hold me responsible. Honestly, I love my parents, so they can
there is
never and
something
will
that
never,
there is
God
something
forbid.
that even if the parent cost you, it's not gonna work.
Coach Michelle,
You
I have
understand?
something to say, please.
yes, ma'am.
Even if they cost you, it's not gonna work.
Coach Michelle, can I?
It's not just about I'll cost you, don't come to my burial. It's not you're gonna say,
Thank you,
okay,
ma.
you can
Thank
go
you,
ahead
ma.
Coach,
and
God
cost me,
bless
I will
you.
not come
Coach,
to your burial, it's
Coach,
okay. Just go.
Coach Michelle, can I say something?
Yes, yes, go on.
Please, I want to talk to single men and women. If you know you're single and then your parents are not doing well,
Hmm.
do do not get married first.
Mm.
Make sure you sacrifice 2 or 3 years of your life. You make 2 jobs, work so hard, rebuild their house or rearrange it, or get them a house somewhere, build them a house, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Make your parents comfortable. Be you a girl or a man. When you make them comfortable, then you tell your mom, what business do you want to do? You open her a small shop. Your father, you say, okay, you'll be raising chicken, pig. You just create something for him. Let him have his own business. Let her have her own business. So that when you get married, eventually, there will not be a burden to you or your wife. Because experience have proven time with that number that when children fail to stabilize their parents and they get married to angels or witches or witchcraft or agent of darkness, it becomes a struggle. Imagine you marry somebody that everything is good and your wife is as if there's like fire, 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 and your mother don't have where to stay. Even if you chase her, you know there's peace in your mind. You know their peace because you know that when they're going, there's no comfort there. So make your parents comfortable. It's true that we don't choose our parents, so we don't manage their brain. Some of them are good, some of them are just somehow,
Very
somehow.
bad.
But there is no dustbin where they throw parents or where they throw children. So I would advise you if you're still single, when you look at your father's house, the bed, the bathroom, the color, this thing is not good. If you have to rebuild a new kitchen, build it for your mother, modern kitchen. Let her have everything, gas, everything. Change her bed, arrange her wardrobe, make her comfortable, buy new sitting thing, arrange her life, put a gate so that she will be comfortable, get her a mate so that she will not want to come to your house to disturb your wife. If she have comfort, she will not come to your house. So as a single man, you are 40, stay single again for the next 3 years or 2 years because those 2 years will save you a lifetime wahala and commitment. So that is my advice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise. And guys, we're gonna stop it here. I have an appointment coming up. Thank you so much, CB. And some people are asking that we should have a part two of this show. I don't know. We'll
Yes, we
talk about.
should.
Should we? What about you, Miss Elise? Do you feel like we should come and talk about this again, or you feel
Well,
like
but I think we've said everything, but except there's something that specific. The person should tell us what do we want to talk about so that we'll complete it. But for me, it's resolved.
is resolved? Okay, and you gave this wonderful advice. If you're still single out there and your parents are struggling, don't bring someone else's child into the struggle. Right? Do the best that you can to to make sure that your parents are comfortable, because yeah, we do need to take care of our
We
parents.
have some parents that even when you give them everything, they still don't agree that you give them something
It's
when
okay.
they're looking
Thank
for
you.
trouble.
I was going to say that.
Yes, what I'm gonna say is that God, who knows everything,
Mm-hmm.
why it makes you to come on this earth through those parents, right? So sometimes you have to give that to him and say that so one time I watched a movie of Mama G, the Nigerian actress, and she was an awful mom, horrible, wahala, trouble, all you can name. And she kept annoying her daughter, and she kept saying to her daughter that I'm the only mom that you have. Whether you go up or down, listen, you will never have another mom. It's true that parents, God has chosen them for you, and they're not always easy. That I give that to you, but
Yeah.
do your best. Do your best. As long as your life is not threatened, you're not in danger, do your best to make them happy if you can. Do not sacrifice your children. You need to prioritize. Just talk to them how they're going to understand. I mean, that's my cup of tea. But we're going to stop here. We are going to stop here. Thank you so much for listening today. Next week, I'm not going to come live because it's my husband's birthday and I am taking him out of town on weekend. Okay. I'm going to treat him to a really good
Yay!
treat.
Happy
Hallelujah.
birthday to
So
him.
I'm going to
Wishing
be
him
giving.
long life and prosperity
Glory
in
be to
Jesus' name.
God.
Amen.
All right, thank you so much for that prayer, CD. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much, and I hope that we help someone today because that's why we come every Sunday. Is just
Jesus will
with the
comfort.
hope to help someone, right? A lot of people go through stuff that they wouldn't even dare talk about. So thank you so much for being here today. God bless you. You have a good rest of your Sunday and a good weekend, a blessed weekend ahead, a blessed week ahead. God bless you. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.